Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. It has been so long since I actually vlog or come for a sit down video actually, and all the videos that I uploaded are from the beginning of April, so I haven't been filming in such a long time. So this is very exciting for me to come down and just sit and just talk, and yeah, I'm just so excited. I don't know why. I'm just miss you guys, miss talking on YouTube, even though it's still kind of weird because I'm technically talking to myself right now. But hello, welcome to today's video. So today's video, I just want to keep this tradition that I did last year. Well, it's not a tradition, it's a one video, but I think it's just gonna be fun if I keep it and make it a tradition for this channel. I almost said vlog for some reason. Last year I did a video at the end of spring semester and talk about my experience as finishing my first year in university, and I was doing Legos as well. So today I am going to be talking about my experience as a second year, obviously as an online student, while I'm doing my Legos. It will be really cool if you guys comment down below and see and guess what I'm making. And it's not like a normal Legos, it's kind of like Lego puzzle-ish pieces. This is actually my last Lego set that I have from Thailand, so I am quite sad actually. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do have little sets that I can do, but it's not a big project that I usually do every single break. I usually finish at least one or two Lego sets every single break, and now I don't have anything to do. Yeah, alright, we're just gonna keep talking. It's been lonely sometimes because COVID and restrictions and everything. BC basically, it was doing so well until almost the beginning of spring, so March or April. The case went up so high. It went up so high to the point of it's almost double or triple the amount of cases than the first wave. I just think people don't really care about COVID anymore. Everyone just want to party, which makes me really sad. I just think those people are a little selfish. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings, but I just think everybody's going through this together, and I get it that you want to have fun and your last year summer already, you don't want to waste it anymore, but at the same time I'm really guys, come on, we can do better than that. So the restrictions right now is basically all indoors meetup are illegal now, and then we have restrictions where there are health districts that you can travel to. All my plans are kind of just get ruined, but it's okay. I'm still going to try and make the best out of these 2-3 week break before my summer school starts. And yes, I'm due summer school, so I don't know if summer school counts towards second year or third year, or in between, because I feel it's such a term that not a lot of people take courses, and not a lot of courses are being offered. As for summer going on, I'm taking classes. I'm taking a full semester for courses as usual. Unfortunately, I've got only one SIAT courses. The other one I'm still waitlisted. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get in, but I'm still gonna wait just in case. I got my first job interview for a co-op program last week, and this week is supposed to be the week that we know our results. So there's been no reply yet, so I don't really think that I'm gonna get it, but if I did, that would be awesome. Co-op is basically you're working under the role of a student. So this is a good opportunity for you to actually use your skills into the real world. This industry, design industry, I think is just really awesome if we can do that. Get co-op, you cannot really take classes. It's not really allowed, but the maximum you can take 1 courses. If I get the job, I will take 1 SIAT courses, but if I don't, then I'm not gonna drop anything. So I'm still waiting, and I still apply to I think I applied to 30 places and only 1 reply back. My god, I'm doing a video. So I think today the reason why I'm quite alert was the fact that my exam is completely over. I have one only one exam, and it was today. And today I think it was like the last day of final like exams weeks. So I don't know why we had to wait it a whole almost 2 weeks to do our exam, which is kind of annoying. So basically, like my last day of school was April 16th, and then I had one like essay due on like the 20th, and then I had to wait for a whole week to do this final exam. So basically I studied like 2 days before, and I think I did okay. The exam was not too hard, it was reasonable. Luckily, shout out to all my friends. We have a Discord group and we just study together on Monday and Tuesday. Shout out to everyone, it was very fun. It's still like I don't know these people, and it's like the first time that I make friends online. And with that topic, I think it will go towards how's my second year of university going. Obviously it's different, very unique, because it is completely online. I genuinely want to say that I can feel the burnt out. I love that fact that I'm not doing Legos at all, so should be doing Legos. I can definitely feel like the burnt out this term, like extreme burnt out. Like I felt burnt out the first time ever last semester, but it was like only for a few days. But this term I felt it for like almost the whole month of April. It is not fun. It really isn't fun. I'm just not it. Like I just can't motivate myself to actually sit down and do the work. All I do is mostly just listen to music. When I study, I need to listen to music. Problem is like I would just listen to music and sometimes just stare into like a computer screen, and my brain would not function to like type like stuff out or like code or like do any of that. I was just so burnt out. I was talking to Alex, my other friend, and I think it's because we have been online for like technically a year now. It's just very hard for the first years. I talked to like a friend of mine who's a first year, and it's really hard for him. Like he's excited to go see what it's like in person, but I feel like for us, because we're a second year, we got the chance to experience what it's actually like in person. And the fact that we have to like convert it to like online and adapt everything, it's just not fun. And it really shows that online school isn't my thing and I can't do it. Luckily my apartment, we have a common area. With the COVID restrictions, we have a study room which acts as if like a library for me. It is definitely really helpful because at least I can book a time slot and like go down to study instead of going to an actual public library. And on campus all the libraries are closed except the one on Burnaby, and I'm not gonna go all the way to Burnaby up to the mountain. So for me to like able to have access that space instead of like going to coffee shops and paying for coffee is very amazing. Like I'm so lucky for that, but most people don't have that accessibility. For me, like I'm still surprised the fact that most 95% of the time I would like dressed up. I would get into like study mode, okay, obviously before burnt out, but I would still do that. Like I would still wake up and I would do all those like morning routines and stuff. So I'm actually like really proud of myself for being able to do that. Like I'm sometimes don't understand how I could do it. Again, I think it's this term I am just fairly exhausted. I mean, I'm taking 3 IAT courses and 1 elective, which is quite a bit. Not quite a bit, it's genuinely a lot. And I think that is definitely, maybe it is because it is the peak of my performance. I don't think I can do any more IAT courses than 3 IAT courses and an elective. So that's kind of like my idea of going forward in the future, especially in the fall semester, since it's going to go back in person. I don't know what's gonna happen. I low-key don't think it's gonna happen, but I really want to go back. But with the cases number right now, I really don't know. This term, it is definitely like a reflection of the like control my desire to use my laptop for something else. I don't know if it's just me, or I genuinely found like that I really have no one to talk to. And it's not like in a bad way or anything. It's just the fact that I'm like, some people like, oh, I know, I'm bored. Let's text my friends. Let's do this. I genuinely don't have anybody, and I am so just like not bored, but sometimes I'm just so like alone all the time. I'm just used to it, and sometimes I'm like just so burnt out, and I'm like, I need to escape from doing school. And I would go on my phone, and I'm like, who do I text? What do I look at? I don't know what I'm gonna look at. Just stare into the screen. Maybe go on Instagram and then close it right away because I have no one to talk to. And then I go on Pinterest and I stay there for like 10 minutes. Same thing again. I got bored. Snapchat, nobody to talk to. I barely want to go on TikTok because I know how addictive that app is. That's the 3 apps I use, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Why this is so boring? Like, why is my life so boring sometimes? It's like, I'm busy, but like I'm not busy enough to do stuff all the time, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's like my brain's like, oh, I do have stuff all the time, like a list of stuff I need to get done. But then basically I'm so burned out that I don't want to do any of this stuff. I want to do something else, but what am I going to do? Because there's nothing on social media for me to do. And I don't want to do like projects like Legos or ukulele or painting because that's gonna take way too long. So what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm just so done. I think that's what it is. Like, I'm just like, I just want to chill and do nothing anymore. And I just don't want to, I can't. Definitely second year, the workload is definitely a lot more, but I feel like I don't really get to experience like the level of like exhaustion because of online school in a different context than like burnt out, if that makes sense. You know how like when you go to like on campus and you're so tired that you like can stay there for like 2-3 in the morning. I don't know, it's like a different kind of burnt out. This time it's like burnt out with the fact that like there's no motivation. I think that's the right term to put it. There's no motivation to like do anything. But if it's in person, it's like I'm so tired from like doing so many things, and there's so many things to like getting due. I did hand in everything in, and surprisingly this term I'm getting like A's and B's, which is like back to my normal like grades, which I'm like really proud of myself. I am an A's and B's student, and I've been getting like C's for the past few terms. So for me to get A's and B's again are quite like exciting for me. I'm not here to flex, but like I'm just happy that I'm like kind of back to my old like GPA, I guess. Second year courses for me is more fun in the context of we go to do in-depth of things that actually use as a part of a career. Obviously it's still a lower division courses. I think I enjoyed it more than any of my first year courses. I think my favorite one would have to go to 202 or my filming class. For me, already doing YouTube and being able to experience it in a different context is very interesting. I love making films, and I actually genuinely want to take more courses in the future relating to films and possibly doing concentration in new medias. I'm a concentrated student in design right now. I got in, so I definitely want to take those courses first. I want to focus on design first. The possibilities of doing stuff in design is bigger. There's more opportunity. Everything you need design in almost every single thing. It's funny though, because if people asking me like, oh, what do you want to do, and you ask me like when I was in high school, I'll be like, oh, I want to be an architect. But now if people ask me, I genuinely don't know. Like, I don't know what I want to do, like, because I think this industry is still very new, and I really don't know how big the possibilities can go. SIAT, there's like internships sometimes if you're really good. There's internships with like big companies like Facebook and Google and LinkedIn. Like, those people can recognize you. But the thing is, like, UX UI is it's something that I'm not really in love. It's so much to the point that I want to use it as a career, or at least from my understanding right now, I really like graphic design, but graphic design, I haven't done anything related to graphic design since web design class, which was in the summer, so it's almost been a year. I haven't done anything relating to product design other than 106, which is a first year course, and I did that in the fall in 2019. So it's been like over a year. So yeah, I'm like a little all over the place right now, but it's okay. I think I just need to try, and with co-op, I hope that it will help me figure what I want to do. I think right now it's because that I'm really into new media stuff. Like I'm really into filming. I really want to try animation for sure. I told myself that my goal is to do an animation project like once in 2 months. I haven't even done that yet, so maybe I should do that, but I feel like I do have time. Comparing other people, I finished most of second year courses. I have 2 courses left and they're not being offered in the summer, so I would have to wait till fall. In the summer, I'm already starting to take third year courses, which is a little bit insane to think that I'm a third year already. I feel like time flies so much faster. It's funny because growing up, I've always been a person who really knows what I wanted to do with my life and have like big goals and things. But the problem is like the goal that I have in my life before, I've already achieved them. It's following my sister's path. That was my biggest goal in life. And I already achieved that. Like I'm studying abroad, the same country as her, same city as her, and the same university as her. So like, what else is there for me? But like, I am excited to figure it out along the way. I feel like with COVID, it kind of really obviously changes people's perspective about like their lives. And I think like for me, it just teaches me to live and like genuinely admire the present, not to think too much about the future. I'm always have a person who's really planned and I have to do this all the time. Just go with the flow sometimes. Be happy at the present time, because if you figure or you're worrying too much about the future, sometimes you just missed out the happy little things that happened in the present time. So I think that's definitely one of the biggest things that COVID has taught me. It's really hard to it's not working. Why is it not working? Second year is definitely, with COVID, it is the first time I ever meet anybody online. I've always been the person who's against it, and I know it's really old-fashioned, but I just prefer meeting people in person, and I just want to see how their vibes are going, and if our vibes work out or not with teammates and stuff. It definitely forces you to like meet people online, because you need to do group projects. SIAT is heavy on group projects. You need to meet people online, and that's like hard for me, especially the main platform we used for, I feel like most people now, is Discord, and I never really used Discord. I still don't use it as much, so I don't really have information about this like platform, and if I don't use it as much, then I won't really get to know anybody. So it kind of makes me like, okay, I need to open it, and I still I'm not doing as good, and I'm not good at it. Oh my god, I can't just put this piece down. For example, for 222, I met new people online for the first time, like in person. For 267 as well, like the study group, I met everybody online, and I don't know anybody in person before. It's like very cool to like meet those people. I don't know, I don't want to be biased, but I feel like SIAT people are genuinely the best people ever. Everybody's so nice, so kind, so like engaging. It's so fun. When we're gonna meet in person, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be exactly the same, they're gonna be as nice. So for me to like be able to be so connected to the same group of people with the same similar interests, and meeting people who's like super nice and just genuinely helpful, it's like incredible. Like I'm just so lucky. So I'm just excited to be able to, if fall is gonna be in person, I really want to meet them in person and just like hang out with them and just like meet up with them. Because when I was on campus, it's funny because as a first year, I don't go out. Like So for my program, what we have is Studio A, and Studio A is more like a common area where first years usually hang out. I don't go there. I don't go to Studio A because I need to focus on studying, so I would go to the library instead. So not a lot of people really know who I am, I think. I don't know. People said that they know me, but like I was never there. I don't get a chance to interact with anybody that much. For me to do this is like a little bit out of my comfort zone a little bit. It's just like COVID in general teaches me to like try new things in general, just like push myself out there. Been watching my videos for a long time. I have been more into working out, and I actually have some videos ideas in relation to like fitness and everything, so that is coming up. I'm so happy to the fact that like I've changed so much and I've been taking care of my own health and everything. The reason why I want to bring up fitness is because that was one of the fears I have. I'm bleeding. Wait, from what? Why am I bleeding? I have to take care of my own health more. Like my mental health has become the most important thing. I never really thought about it before. I've just like been a workaholic basically. And now I'm like spare some time, and I think it's especially because of the burnout, so I can focus a little bit more on like my own health, which is like really good. Like it has become my habit now where I have to work out in the morning or do some kind of movement. If I don't feel like doing homework sometime, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to journal. I've been into journaling a little bit more. I've been trying to get back into it. I'm still not the best at it. There's definitely like good prompts, like journal prompts out there that I feel like I need to sit down and write it. So this break is definitely gonna be a good time for me to do that. I don't know, I just becoming this Pinterest girl, you know? Really aesthetic breakfast, work out every day. Okay, with the rest day. I've been working out 6 days a week, so it's really impressive. And I've been seeing like muscles sometimes, and I'm like on my arms a little bit, and I'm like, oh! I'm like, it's the first time I'm like, wow, she's getting toned. Well, not my tummy because I eat a lot, but like my arms are getting toned, and I'm like, ooh, like this is the first time I feel like, wow. Anywho, I'm just really happy that school is over so I can generally have a few weeks of break. I want to go to just do adventurous stuff. It's not even adventurous stuff, it's mostly just like tourist attraction. I want to go to those places, but like want to like do solo. And last term I've been doing pretty good with the weekly solo dates, so I think I'm gonna do that, but instead of just going to the same park every day, I'm just going to change it up and maybe go to new locations, maybe new parks around my place or something like that. So that's been that. Second year semesters aren't obviously the same as the usual. I didn't really get the chance to experience the like full lower division courses that are in person in SIAT. I generally had a lot of fun just meeting people and journeying to a tab, even though it is hard. Like it's just tiring to figure it out. Being exhausted at home, that's not the fun part. But the fun part is just really finding new people and meeting up with new people and just helping it, like the fact that all SIAT people are helping each other. And there are some like there's just help everywhere, and the fact that everybody's so nice and genuinely there for each other and that's just warms my heart. I don't know, the fact that I'm just very lucky to say that I don't have really mental problems or many mental issues occurring during like the pandemics. It's almost over, the vaccine's here. I am excited because I am going to get the vaccine. I don't know when. It's supposed to be in like August or something for my age group. Can take the vaccine and I can finally go home for New Year's. I'm just really happy to get to see my family. I haven't seen my families for almost 2 years now, which is like a little bit crazy because sometimes I'm a little bit homesick. So I've just been cooking Thai food every single week because that's the only way that I can really connect to home. So that's really fun. Like during this break, I also want to like do some kind of like Thai painting and just like get back into that. It's been filming almost like an hour now, so I hope you guys enjoy this kind of like podcast sit down video with me. Still want to know if you guys can guess. I didn't really do much because I mostly just talk, but I want to see if you guys can guess what I'm making. It would be really fun. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you for coming and sit down with me. I hope you guys maybe have some comments or some topics that you guys want me to talk about. Just comment down below. I really want to hear you guys' opinions and stuff, or if you guys just want to come and say hi, just tag me through my social media. And don't forget to subscribe to see my next upcoming video. And yeah, I think I'm going to end tonight here. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you guys in the next upcoming video. Peace.